This is a 2021 Sunreef 60, and the big news with these, being a catamaran, is of course beam and therefore space. I'll just point out the tender lift on the back here as we're going past. That of course will lower down to the water and launch the tender. But yeah, you want beam, you got beam. Look at this, it's vast. You can see even the side decks are absolutely massive. And that, as ever, translates through the whole yacht because it just gives you space everywhere. For a 60-foot boat, these are incredible. These backrests drop down flat, so you can actually recess them down into there, make it into a lounging area if you wish. We've got a flybridge on this one as well. We'll take a look up there. A bit more lounging space down here. Maggie the baggy, chilling, and then the bar over here. There's an ice maker underneath, if I'm not much mistaken. Yeah, there we go. And that one, a fridge. But it's when we step into here you really get a sense of space. Look at that. That is just one big party zone, isn't it? Let's come right into this corner and you can take it all in. That's remarkable. So seating area around here, another lounging area up there, just like a chill out zone really, isn't it? And the bar is across here, so these stools spin out. And then of course on this side is the galley, just a massive galley. These boats tend to be, well, they're like floating islands really. People go out, find somewhere nice, anchor up and just relax on board and have a really nice time. And obviously with this much catering and space, they are superb for that. Look how much space there is here. That's a huge galley, isn't it? Bear in mind, as I say, 60-foot boat. There's a doorway there, we'll see the other side of that. And then there's various accesses. You can see one down here, the lower helm is here as well. Let's take a quick look at that while we're going past. Otherwise I'll forget, won't I? We've got engine controls, we've got the multifunction displays, we've got the operating system for the yacht is there as well. Bow thruster underneath that one and the steering wheel in the centre where you would expect. And then the view out thusly. Now I think I'll take you down this side first of all, because there are two cabins down here. And this one is big enough that you can actually put the beds this way. A lot of catamarans have the beds this way because the holes are quite narrow. On this one, it's big enough that they can actually get them in here, and that makes this a really good sized cabin. You've got an ensuite in through here, and the shower is there as well. Very nice. And we've got AV equipment and we've got storage down in places like this. And that one, I'm guessing, is a hanging locker. And I'm wrong, it's more shelving. There we go. Fair enough. Okay, if we cross over, curious to know what's in here. Okay, just more storage. And then that takes us into a very similar kind of cabin. There we go. Nice, isn't it? And that one's got the hanging locker there. Superb. Ensuite is in here. And the shower is in there. There's a lot of space in here for a catamaran. As I say, these hulls often on catamarans can be very narrow and then they compromise everything, but this one, they've actually managed to work it really well. Okay, if we come up here and cross over, we will discover the owner's cabin on the other side. Look at that. That's quite something, isn't it? More control systems here, and then the steps down here will take us down to this one, which is the biggest one in the boat. Look at that. That is pretty special, isn't it? We've got the whole windows here. There's some natural lights, all storage along here. And then if we come over here, there we go, it's got wardrobes. Like so. I tried to mirror wave and went off the side. Hang on. I'll edit that out later. Big shower in this one. Look at this. This is a really good size shower for two, that is, isn't it? Lovely. Now, the curious thing about this side of the boat is this. Because I'm not sure what it is. I think it's whatever you want it to be. It could be a little gymnasium, it could be an office. You could fit it out as a cabin, I'm guessing, perhaps put bunk beds on this side, an ensuite down here. But on this boat, it is just this. It's curious, isn't it? But a lot of potential. If it was me, I think it would be my editing studio. It'd be ideal for that. Put a desk in here, nice chair, nice iMac in here, good to go. Now, we haven't actually seen all of the cabins yet, because if I come up and across and around, we'll find another stairway here. Now, at 60 foot, a lot of these will be owner operated. You might choose to use this as a captain's cabin if you wanted to have a skipper on board, because it's in a separate area of the boat. And this again has its own ensuite. So yeah, for a skipper that would be lovely. And you've still got those other cabins obviously that we saw. And then the shower room in there. Quite often you have a couple that are on a boat like this, with a skipper and then maybe perhaps his wife or partner doing steward duties, stewardess duties, depending, and storage then over here. So yeah, nice little area that, isn't it? Be very comfortable there. Okay, that's the interior. Plenty of outside to show you. I've got to keep stopping and looking at this though. It's just dramatic, isn't it? Let's take a wander around the outside. So back out here, these are just storage areas down underneath my feet here. I think they're a bit full of junk at the minute, but I will show you. Yeah, there we go, that sort of stuff lives in there, deck gear, etc. There we go. Flybridge is up there. In fact, let's do that next, and then we'll wander around the decks. Now, just like the rest of the boat, that beam is very telling, because okay, it's enormous. Look at this. Big hard top on here as well, a lot of shade. Fabulous. Huge dining area under the shade of this hardtop. And then if we come right back here, sunbathing, life rafts on the back, just the job. I'm guessing that ladder allows you to go up onto the top for maintenance and stuff, but it is just a guess. There's a bar up here as well, so barbecue is here. Sink. And no doubt a fridge and an ice maker. Ideal. And then look at this across here. Again, you do get the sense of the size, don't you? Helm positions here, so upper helm, nice day, great place to drive the boat from. And again, kind of speaks to that owner operation, doesn't it? You could be up here with all your friends, driving your boat, having a chat. I can think of worse ways. Definitely. All right, let's go and take a wander around the outside. This is engine access. We've got engines in both hulls, one in each hull. I'll show you one of those, but we'll take a wander up here first. There we go. 60-foot Sunreef power. Brilliant. Again, look at the width of these. You could pass them and come the other way, couldn't you? Not often you can do that. And then up here we've got more sunbathing areas, or area just here, and I love this little area down here. That's the door that we saw from inside that comes out into here, so you can just come all the way around like we just did. You can just walk through here and out. That's a lovely little area. And having seen the captain's cabin, in actual fact what they have done, just because there's so much space, is there's little occasional cabins down here as well. So let me just get my foot in. There we go. It's not the sort of place you put regular crew, it's a bit small, but it does give you a bit of an overflow space. Look at this, we've got double bed in there. It's actually quite cosy. And a loo down here, and a sink. And there's a shower then that will go in there. But as I say, it's not a space for regular crew, it's just too small for that. It's just really, I think, utilising that space. This is the occasional use that you might want to put it to. There we go, I can think of one perfect use for it. Daughter's boyfriend. Perfect for that, isn't it? Okay, let's close that one back down. There we go. Let's have a wander around here. There's another one on this side. It's just almost as though there's so much space, I'm not quite sure what to do with it. So they're putting things like that in just because they can. But yeah, look at that. It's vast, isn't it? Absolutely vast. All right, let's wander back down this side. And then to open this, we need a little thing that slots into here, which I don't have. So instead, I'm going to use the magic of video editing. Are you ready for this? Video us, edit us. Okay, that worked. Right, let's go and have a look inside. Now, there's obviously one of these on each side of the boat. And then we need to come right down the back here as well, because they're actually underneath where I'm stood. You can unscrew these panels to get up to them, but if I drop down the back, I should at least be able to show them to you. I say them, this, because there's one on each side, of course. There we go. That's down underneath there. As I say, if you want to do anything major, you need to get those panels off the top. Now that is a MAN i6 730 horsepower diesel. It's giving the boat, or they're giving the boat, as I mentioned, there's one in each hull, about 20 knots flat out and about a 15 knots cruise. Range I'm not absolutely certain about, but the 10 knots, I'm certainly thinking 1,000 miles plus, maybe a couple of thousand miles, but it's a number I've not actually been able to actually ascertain. So if you're interested and keen, I guess speak to the broker and they'll let you know. But yeah, that is that. Generator is down here as well. That's over on this side. And we've got the exhaust systems here. And so forth. So there we go. Anyway, that's that. Let's come all the way up. We've got some feet here.
Yeah, sorry, your feet.
That's quite all right, don't worry. No problem at all. There we are. All right, we'll drop that one back down.
Yeah. You take one side, I take the other.
Okay. No worries.
Okay,
all right.
Let drop.
Okay. There we go. Right, let's head up onto the bow and finish off. So there we go. That, as the saying has it, is about the size of that. I'm going to come right back up here onto this capacious bow. What a party machine this would be. Just brilliant. I'm going to say massive thanks to Dennis and Yachts. They got this one for sale. I'll put a link to those guys in the description, and a massive thanks as ever to you all for watching it. Let me know what you think of that, and we'll catch you on another one of these very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.